I got into surfing because my father, who was in the Air Force, got stationed on a small island in North Carolina. And we lived practically across the street from the ocean. And I had a few friends that were surfers and bodyboarders, so I gave it a try. I didn't notice a lot of minorities in surfing initially. One of my best friends actually was from Thailand. He was the person that I initially boogie boarded with every day until I got a surfboard. When I traveled most of the time, if I could squeeze it in, I was surfing. And I've surfed in a lot of different places, from the Caribbean to the East Coast, California, Hawaii, the Maldives, Africa, yeah, kind of all of Australia, a lot of different places. Well, in my world of traveling and surfing, I didn't see a lot of minorities in most places, but when I was in Barbados and in the Maldives, you know, it's like people are more darker skin and of the same sort of color, so that, you know, then it's kind of like comforting and reassuring that I wasn't like outside of the box of, you know, the norm. And, you know, people didn't look at me like I was funny or necessarily feel the need to be like, where are you from? I didn't know you could swim, that sort of thing. So, yeah. When I traveled and surfed, especially out in the water, because most surfers aren't African American, there are just generally more questions or more, I feel like I got a little bit more attention, whether good or bad, when I was in the water, where people were kind of seeing what I could and couldn't do, kind of a degree of proving myself out in the water instead of just being another person in the water. Sometimes it's just short comments or statements related to me being black or African American and surfing, and that it being a rarity. And then other times, because I would be the only one out in the water, it would be pretty easy to kind of at least be a little bit, as I felt, sometimes a little bit bullied with things. Like out in the water, where people would like drop in front of me on purpose and stuff, and like kind of challenge me to kind of want to do something. And even though surfing is a really beautiful and relaxed sport that should be all about having fun and being zen, there are a lot of aggro athletes in any sport. And, you know, so I do have to deal with that at times. But I find it easy to blow off because I'm having fun and doing what I love to do.